And for the starting lineup for the Neelyville Tigers, number 21, Gentry Worley. Number 30, Gwen Scott. Number 32, Mackenzie Davis. Number 35, Neelyville. And number 41, Alexis Eagle. Get on your feet, put your hands there for your Miss Riley Cole, she's come to the People's Community Bank Trailer at the front of the gym. Riley Cole. You won something.
She said they was going to do another drawing at halftime, but for halftime too. everybody, and welcome to the Bill Elwright Gymnasium. This third time this week we've coming to you from Doniphan, Missouri. And tonight the Doniphan Donettes going to be in action against the Neelyville Lady Tigers and Ozark Foothills Conference games. Both these teams come in undefeated in the conference. And most likely, unless something strange happens next week, which will finish out the conference games before the seeding for the tournament, this will be decide tonight probably who gets seeded number one in the OFC tournament coming up February 2nd through the 8th. I'm Keith Bowman, and glad to be with you again tonight. As I said, this is the third night this week, third game in 4 nights for the Donettes. Hopefully they'll be able to hang in there on this one. They got a tough opponent tonight. Neelyville comes into this game with a record of 8-6, but Coach Becky Hale has beefed up their schedule the last couple of years, and they have played some really good basketball teams. Now, I don't really think they're quite as good as they were last year. They're missing the Autumn Dodd. She got hurt either in the preseason or over the summers. I don't think she's played a game this year, and I don't think she's going to play all year. And they also have Gentry Worley, and Worley is on her way. I can't remember if it was Murray State or Tennessee Martin, one or the other. And I seen in the paper also yesterday, the day before, where she had been nominated for McDonald's All-American, and that is very unusual for a small school in southeast Missouri or anywhere in Missouri that somebody would get nominated for that. She is a fantastic player. But last year they had both those girls. They won the state championship, and they lost a couple of players to the graduation, but they are 8-6, and their scorekeeper told me, without looking into the book, she thought they were 2-0 in the conference, but they could be 3-0. The Donettes are 3-0 in the conference as well, and their record is 12-5 overall. We're about 3 minutes away from our national anthem and the starting lineups. The Donettes have won one and lost one so far this week, and they could have been 2-0 very easily. They lost that game on Monday night to Alton by 2 points, and then night before last on Tuesday, they kind of had their way with the Greenville Lady Bears, but this will be a different animal they're playing tonight. They won't be able to press, I don't think, and get the turnovers like they did against Greenville the other night. And we'll see if the Donettes even attempt to press very much out of the gate here when we get started here in about 2 or 3 minutes. The Dons are also in action tonight. They're playing a makeup game that was supposed to have been played last Friday night. They're playing down at Naylor. We'll probably not be able to get any scores for you, so you'll have to get them from some other source later on tonight. Of course, we'll fill you in tomorrow night because we're going to be back here one more time this week, and that's going to be tomorrow night. The Dons will be playing the Alton Comets. It's going to be senior night and also homecoming. So it's going to be a long night here at Bill Elwright Gymnasium tomorrow night. And they're going to do those festivities, they told me, between games, which is even going to make it a little bit longer night. And saying that the Dons play Alton tomorrow night, that is the last home game for the Dons. I'm only going to be able to open with welcome to Bill Elwright Gymnasium 3 more times this season. It's the last game for the Dons, and the girls have 2 more games at home. And that'll be it for them. The rest of the games are on the road or tournaments, and we're going to be winding down the basketball season here very quickly. It seems like it goes awfully fast when you come back after Christmas and start playing games, that it gets over with in a hurry. We're just about ready for our national anthem here. The clock's wound down to 1 minute. While we're having the national anthem, we'll take a break, and we'll be back to give you the starters for the Neelyville Lady Tigers and the Doniphan Donettes in 90 seconds.
Hometown Pharmacy on LaRue Street in Doniphan, your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists are now providing vaccinations for flu, pneumonia, and shingles in the pharmacy. Flu shots are covered by Medicare with no co-payment and no appointment is necessary. Hometown Pharmacy now offers a wide variety of vitamins and supplements from Now Foods that help support and promote optimal health through good nutrition. Refills can be requested online or by using our mobile app. We now offer delivery of your prescription if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy. Come by or give us a call and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Hometown Pharmacy, proudly supporting the Dons and Donettes this season. Come experience the difference a Hometown Pharmacy makes.
Living the life I love. You could try getting a loan out of town.
Someone will be with you. Don't know when. Don't hold your breath. But keep waiting. You don't have anything better to do.
Or just come to us, where we make quick decisions locally. Ozark Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Now serving 6 counties. Online at ozarkfcu.com.
Smith, a 5'9" senior, and number 23, Lexi Lou, a 5'8" junior. So they start a sophomore, a junior, and 3 seniors. Neelyville will be dressed in gray uniforms, trimmed with maroon numbers, trimmed in gold, and they will be going from right to left here in the first half. Donettes in their home whites, black numbers trimmed in gold. And they will start Addie Jones, Timberly Mashing, Lexi Day, Olivia Cruz, and Emily Eddy. Donettes 12-5, Neelyville 8-6, without a loss in the conference. At halftime, I'll go through the games we got coming up next week. I think we have Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. And on Tuesday, we got 2 games for you coming from Clearwater High School. The Dons and the Donettes both will be in action against the Clearwater basketball teams up at Piedmont. It'll be Reagan Tudor jumping against Emily Eddier. Got 2 pretty tall girls jumping center out here tonight. Tudor listed at 6 foot. Emily Eddier, I think, is listed at 6 foot as well, but I think she's a hair shorter. And on the tip, the ball goes out of bounds off of Tudor. Nobody touched it, so it'll be Donette's ball. And Neelyville playing some sort of trapping zone here with Rhinebot on the front of it. Donettes have it way out near midcourt. Lexi Day dribbles in, kicks it out to Addie Jones. In the corner, Mashing. Mashing cross court. Nice job by Cruz to come and meet the pass. And they're going to turn it over, though. Pass over to Addie Jones. Wasn't that bad a pass. I think she could have caught that, but I don't think she looked it into her hands. And it went out of bounds. And Donettes are going to try to press. They're set up in their 2-2-1. And Timberly Mashing in the back's got to watch out because Tudor's about 5-6 feet behind her. And I know Neelyville's got a couple of girls that can throw that ball over it, and they get it right in the middle to Worley, down low to Tudor, and she puts it in. And that right there was way too easy. If Worley gets it in the center, Donettes are in trouble. And the Donettes get it in the center, and they throw it away. Nicole Smith, baseball passed up to Worley, and she lays it in. And not the kind of start the Donettes wanted. We knew coming in it was going to be tough, but you can't turn the ball over, and they've had 2 turnovers so far. Day is going to step on the out-of-bounds line as Worley forced her to the sideline, and she stepped on the out-of-bounds line. And that was a good job by Gentry Worley to force her over there without fouling. Donettes are going to play man-to-man. Lexi Lou's guarded by Olivia Cruz. Tudor's got it on the baseline. Neelyville with a 4-0 lead. We're just underway. Gives it to Lou. Baseline to Worley. Throws it across the lane. Tudor's going to put it up. No good, but we got a foul. And that's another thing the Donettes can't do. The big girls can't get in foul trouble. And Worley goes to show you right there, she is not just a scorer. Emily Edier actually came over to help on defense there, and she was guarding Tudor. And Tudor makes the first free throw, and then Worley out of the double team found Tudor. Tudor missed that one, and Mashing gets the rebound. She's going to bring it up herself. Lobs it up today, and it's another turnover. 3 trips and 3 turnovers. That's not going to get it done against a bad team, and this is not a bad team at all. You just slow it down a little bit. Neelyville with a 5-0 lead. Blue left wing to Reinbach. Gives it the baseline to Worley. Worley comes back to the wing, gets a screen from Smith. Takes it into the paint, hits Tudor again, and she's fouled again. And she'll shoot 2 more. And Worley's drawing the, we'll call that one on Lexi Day. Worley's drawing the defense to her, and Tudor has been the one that has been open a couple of times already. And she makes this one. She's 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. She's got 4 points. Worley's got the other 2. It's 6-0. 6:12 to go in the first quarter. You don't want to get down big early in this game. If Tudor knocks in both of them. Neelyville back to the 2-2-1 press. Mashing's going to dribble back to the center. And they throw it away, and Neelyville turns it over. Day in the corner to Addie Jones. Back to Day, down low, Edier. She turns, goes up, and we got a reach-in foul. And I think it's going to be on Smith, and that's going to be her second. And Edier, I think, will go to the free throw line. Yep, they're going to give her 2 shots. A good pass from Lexi Day. Coach Hale's trying to get him not to give her 2 shots, but she was going up with the shot. And she misses the first free throw. So the first field goal attempt the Donettes get is from the free throw line, and they miss it badly. We've played 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And still no field goal attempts. And she misses both of them. Worley gets the rebound. She wants to run. She comes down, stops about 4 feet out, or 8 feet out, excuse me, and puts it in. And a timeout called by Coach Epps. And you cannot back off of her. You got to make her drive all the way to the basket and try to make her take a tough shot. 9-0 Neelyville. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Born to be wild? Well, don't let higher fuel prices put a damper on your fun. Get to Countryside Chevrolet in Doniphan today for a more fuel-efficient vehicle and let your wild side ride. Countryside has new vehicles that get more than 30 miles per gallon. Find out about flex fuel technology and check their great lineup of program and late model pre-owned vehicles. Ripley County's largest Chevrolet dealer is Countryside Chevrolet in the Hillcrest Plaza, Doniphan. Chevrolet, an American revolution.
Welcome back, everybody. Neelyville brings in a couple of subs. Bailey Magruder, a 5'7" junior, and Tori Harlow, a 5'6" senior. Smith and Reinbach check out. Donettes still looking for their first field goal attempt, and they throw it away again. And that was nowhere near anybody. 3 minutes played, and the Donettes down 9-0. Harlow gets it to Tudor. She turns, puts it up, no good. Ball batted around. Edier gets the rebound, and she's going to be fouled by Tudor. That's Tudor's first personal, third team foul on Neelyville. Inbounds pass to Mashing. Back to Lexi Day. Back to Mashing over on the left side. Back to Day. Throws it up in the front court to Addie Jones in the middle. And the Donettes throw it away again. They did it right. They got it in the middle to Emily Edier, and Olivia Cruz was wide open. She just got in too big a hurry. And they act like they haven't ever seen pressure before. It's funny how when you play some teams, you think you're beat before you even start. Jump hook up, no good by Worley, but the offensive rebound by Tudor out to Harlow. Three-pointer's good. She can shoot the three. I'm kind of surprised she doesn't start for them. Edier gets it across the timeline. Stops and waits on the rest of her team. Donettes down 12-0. They need a basket in the worst way, just to break the ice. Edier at the free throw line. Over to Day, and her pass batted away. Worley got a hand on it. Another turnover. And a foul in the backcourt on Olivia Cruz. And Coach Epps going to the bench. He's bringing in Bailey Carson, Jalen Dutton, and Maddie Eddington. Jones, Day, and Edier check out. Got to try something different. What's going on right now is not working. That was Cruz's first personal and the third team foul. Magruder gives it to Harlow. She's open again. Three-pointer's good. It's 15-0. That's both times she has been absolutely wide open. Dutton lobs it down low and throws it away. And a couple of times, the last two times, people have been wide open underneath the basket, but they are just so shook up that they're throwing it away. If they just take their time, they would have had two easy baskets there, or at least two easy shots. Magruder passes to Harlow, knocked out of her hands and out of bounds by Jalen Dutton. .329 to go in the first quarter. Inbounds pass comes to Tudor. Turns, shoots, and scores. No weak side help there for Bailey Carson. Mashing in the back court. Dribbles up right at the half line. Gets it in the middle of the floor to Cruz. And Cruz is knocked down from behind as she made her move. That was on Lexi Liu. And Edier and Day coming back in. Carson and Cruz will come out. 3:14 to go in the first quarter. 17-0 in favor of Neelyville. Day dribbles over to the left side, cuts back into the center. In the corner, Mashing, shot up, no good. Three-pointer. Harlow with the rebound. Throws it over to Tudor. Tudor will hand it to Lexi Liu. Liu guarded by Lexi Day, back out front to Bailey Magruder. In the paint, Tudor throws it back out to Liu. Now on the baseline to Worley. Dribbles back to the wing. Guarded by Eddington. Long three-pointers, way short, but ball doesn't draw any iron, and Neelyville gets the rebound. Lob in the middle, stolen by Edier. Edier one-on-one with Harlow. Going to take it down, stop, shoot, and no good. And Harlow with the rebound. Worley didn't go back, played defense, and she stayed down and run over. Oh, my goodness. He called a block, but I don't believe that one. Oh, man. Coach Epps doesn't believe it either. That would look like Lexi Day was set for a couple of seconds there, but he didn't call it. And the basket's good for Worley. She did not go back and play defense. She just snowbirded. And she missed the free throw. Maddie Eddington gets the rebound. And she's going to be fouled by Tudor. That's the second one on Tudor. So their two biggest girls, Tudor and Smith, both have 2 fouls. But the Donettes are down 19-0. And I can only remember 1 attempted field goal and 2 attempted free throws. The rest of them have been turnovers. A couple of times I said if they'd have just took their time, took care of the ball, and they finally going to get one, and Maddie Eddington scored. And that play was made by Emily Edier with Good ball handling there. Then Jalen Dutton hustles and knocks it away. Trying to get it to Harlow on the wing again. And now we got Rainbot coming back in the game for Tudor. Tudor going to go to the bench. Nicole Smith's been over there for a little while with 2 fouls. So the Donettes finally get their first basket. They trail 19-2. Magruder left side to Harlow. Down on the baseline to Magruder. Magruder puts it on the floor, and Maddie Eddington knocks it away. Good hustle there. Can't control it before it goes out of bounds. She come off her man, who was Worley, and tried to get the steal and almost had it. But it's going to be Neelyville's ball underneath their own basket. Also, number 32, Mackenzie Davis, a 5'8" sophomore in for Neelyville. And a pass underneath, wide open, Davis, and puts it in. She come off a screen, and she got, whoever was guarding her got screened off, and nobody switched to help her out. Donettes get it across. Day dribbles baseline, and again, got to slow down a little bit there. She run all the way down to the baseline and was lucky that one of the Neelyville girls touched that before it went out of bounds. She was like 2 on 4. Lexi Day throws it over and it's stolen. She threw it in between 2 Donettes and Magruder gets it. Lackadaisical. Rainbot gives it to Harlow. Ball loose, picks it up. Gonna dribble back out front at the free throw line. Gives it to Davis. Out to Reinbot. Her three-pointer no good. And Mashing gets the rebound. And her outlet pass almost stolen, but Day gets around him. Donette's got a 4-on-3. Pass down underneath the Eddier, puts it up, she missed it. And Maddie Eddington's gonna be fouled on the floor before the shot by Harlow. And again, Eddier's been making those shots, but she just rushed it a little bit because they're a little intimidated. And they don't have anybody on the floor bigger than her right now. Mashing fakes the shot, takes it in over on the other side to Day. Day's double teamed out front to Dutton. Dutton dribbles back, gives it in the corner to Day. Cross court, Mashing. She's open for 3. Her shot up, and it's an air ball. Goes out of bounds. At least the Donettes are getting a few shots up now. Not a lot, but a few. Olivia Cruz back in the game. And she replaces Jalen Dutton. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Neelyville leading 21-2. Reinbot gets a screen. Gives it out. Magruder's three-pointer rims out. Offensive rebound underneath by Davis, and she puts it in. Davis has come off the bench and got the last 2 buckets for Neelyville. The Donettes, even the passes that they're not throwing away, they're almost throwing away. Blocked by Worley, but Maddie Eddington gets it back, goes in and misses a shot. Davis with the rebound. Shot a little too quick. Neelyville's got a chance here. Worley's got it with 8 seconds. I guarantee you she knows how much time's left on that clock. She's going to shoot a long three-pointer at the buzzer, and no good. Oh, they're going to call an illegal screen on number 13, Bailey Magruder. And in the whole second quarter, the Donettes are going to be in the bonus. I don't know if that's going to do any good or not, but 2.8 seconds to go. The Donettes have the ball. Going to have to go 3/4 the length of the floor. They need to get something down here. They don't even know to shoot it. Cruz does throw it up at the buzzer, but boy, kind of a massacre in the first quarter, 23-2 in favor of Neelyville. We'll be back in 60 seconds with second quarter action.
You've heard it all before. We're number 1. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
the Neelyville Lady Tigers kind of flexed their muscles in more ways than one in that first quarter, and they lead the Donettes 23-2. And you can just tell the Donettes were nervous, shook up. They didn't act like it in the warm-ups, but well, when the game got started, they did. It'll be Neelyville's ball. They've got Lou, Reinbott, Davis, Harlow, and Worley out there. And I kind of went through Neelyville's scoring. I'm a point short somewhere, but I don't know where it's at, but we'll get it later. Neelyville almost throws it away, but Reinbott with a good save kicks it back into Worley. Worley dribbles it over. Lou's going to shoot a three-pointer. It's way off, and the ball picked up off the floor by Edier. Donettes have Edier, Mashing, Jones, Cruz, and Carson. Ball inside to Carson, and she is fouled by Worley. And she acts like she didn't foul, but she came down so violent with the hand there. They're going to call that every time. If you just go straight up and hit the ball, you're good. Bailey Carson at the free throw line. Free throw is good. Still can't figure out where I missed that one free throw. I guess it was a free throw in the first quarter. Carson's second is good. Makes it 23-4. Just underway in the second quarter. Reinbott gives it to Lexi Lou. Lou dribbles to the left wing, cuts back into the lane. Back out to Worley on the wing. Worley dribbles around to the other side, throws it up, no good. And the ball is tipped around. Natty Jones gets it for the Donettes. Gives it to Mashing, lobs up to Cruz. Cruz. Donettes should get a good shot here. They do. And Carson missed it. The ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Donettes. If Carson would have seen her, Edier was wide open when she put that shot up. But the way they turned the ball over in the first quarter, she might not have been able to get it to her. And bounce pass to Mashing. About an 8-footer is in and out. Emily Edier hustles in and gets the rebound, puts it in, and she scored. So with the two big girls, Tudor and Smith, on the bench with 2 fouls, making it a little easier for Emily Edier. That's her first 2 points. And that foul was on Gentry Worley, her second. So Tudor comes back in for Davis to give them a little more size on the floor. Free throw missed. Mashing with a rebound. Reverse layup is good. 23-8. That's 6 points in this quarter after only scoring 2 in the whole first quarter. And they get it down low to Tudor inside, and that is way too easy. That's 9 points already for Tudor. 25-8. Cruz, crossover dribble. Gets bumped from behind, no call. Gives it back out to Edier. Over to Mashing. Mashing will bounce it back out front to Cruz. Bounces back to Mashing on the wing. Down low to Carson. She's going to put it up, no good. Edier battling for the rebound, gets it, turns, and puts it in. 4 points for Edier. The Donettes look a little better here so far in this quarter. Lou dribbles to the baseline. Her shot blocked by Emily Edier, and it goes out of bounds. And the Donettes are just showing a little more life in this second quarter. Boy, they got down so far. It's going to be hard to come back, but we'll see. And bounce pass comes into Reinbott. Out to Worley. Worley over to Lou. She's open just inside the three-point line. An air ball and a rebound to Carson. Mashing throws it up to Lou. Lexi Day over to Olivia Cruz, and about a half a second late with that pass is intercepted. Worley goes down, little hesitation move, puts it up and in, and she's fouled by Timberly Mashing. That's one of those that earlier in the year they weren't calling for holding your hands straight up, but they whistle her for that one. And that was a strong move by Worley anyway. Coach Epps talking to the official about it, but they weren't calling that early in the year. They were just letting it go because that was an emphasis on that new rule, but the longer the season's gone on, it seems like the more they're calling a foul on that. Ball batted out to Carson in the corner. Over to Olivia Cruz. Throws it back in the left corner to Carson. Back to Day. Day dribbles into the paint. Out to Edier, falling away. Jumper's good. I thought that one might not go because She was kind of fading away, but it went in, 28-12. Neelyville back the other way. Reinbach to Lou at the head of the keys. Keep trying those threes, and she missed that one badly too. She shot 3 of them and missed every one of them badly. Donettes need to bait her into shooting a little bit. Eddie will wait on Lexi Day. 5:05 to go in the second quarter. Donettes trailing 28-12, but that's not near as bad as it was, and Cruz turns it over. Neelyville's got a 3-on-2. Worley in the middle of the floor, takes it down, lays it up and in. Got to stop the ball. The Donettes were backpedaling. Back to the 2-2-1 press. Mashing's going to dribble it into the front court. Gives it to Olivia Cruz. Cruz stops on the left wing to Day. Day's going to dribble into the paint. Down low to Mashing. Her shot is blocked. And that's blocked by Lexi Lou, and it goes out of bounds. As we have Maddie Eddington and Addie Jones coming back in. Cruz and Eddier will check out. Donettes will have the ball underneath their own basket. They were down 21 at the end of the first quarter. They're down 18 now, so they've done a little better. And a little bit of a lazy pass there by Day, almost stolen. Got to get some zip on him. And again, a lazy pass into the middle, stolen by Neelyville. No zip on them passes at all. Worley's going to take it down, and she's going to score again. And I have that for 12 points for her now. And the Donettes back down by 20 again. They kind of lost their little jump they had going there for a little bit, and there's another steal. If you're going to throw those passes, you've got to get some zip on them, and they're just hanging out there for him to steal. Jalen Dutton back in for Bailey Carson. Emily Eddier coming back in as well. And she's coming in for Addie Jones. Bailey Magruder coming in for Neelyville, replacing Lexi Lou. 4:01 to go in the first half. Donettes down 32-12. They had cut it to 16. And Neelyville scored the last 4. Eddier back out front today. Over on the left side, Jalen Dutton's wide open. Her three-pointer no good. Ball tipped around. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Emily Eddier. Donettes are crashing the boards just a little bit, though. .340 till halftime. Reinbach dribbles into the paint, kicks it out to Magruder, open 3. It's no good. Tudor with the rebound, and she goes up, and they're going to call a tie ball. And the arrow will favor the Neelyville Lady Tigers. And that time, Emily Eddier did go straight up, and they called it a jump ball. Harlow will inbound it, throws it in the corner. Reinbach's open for 3. It's no good. They're shooting a lot of three-pointers, but they haven't hit the 2 that. And a nice job there by Emily Eddier running the floor. And a good job by Jalen Dutton to find her. But Harlow's hit 2 3-pointers off the bench, and that's it. Nobody else has even come close to making one. And Reinbach's going to try it again. It's no good. Long rebound is picked up by Worley. Harlow's open, and she missed one, and it hit the cable up above, so it'll be Donettes' ball. (32-14). Donettes down by 18. And Mashing will bring it into the front court. Down low, Maddie Eddington fakes, gets her man in the air, goes up, no call. Going to get her own rebound again, and then they're going to call the foul. And I think that one may be the 3rd one on Tudor. Nicole Smith, 13. No, that's Magruder. That's her 2nd. And Eddington will be shooting 2 free throws. Donettes are only 2 out of 5. Nicole Smith coming in with 2 fouls. She's replacing Tudor, who goes out with 2 fouls. And Eddington makes the first free throw. Actually, they had called that a 1-and-1. But that'll get her the 2nd one. I'm making the first one. That's the 9th team foul on Neelyville, so if we have any more fouls, Donettes will be shooting the 2-shot bonus. And that was good. Eddington with 4. Makes it 32-16. Donettes got to cut down to 16 points again. Magruder dribbles to the baseline, comes back to the wing, gives it to Worley at the free throw line, backs it out behind the 3-point line. Dribbles over to the right side, hands it to Harlow, dribbles one time, gives it to Smith on the left side. Smith looking for the cutter, ball knocked away by Jalen Dutton, picked up by Lexi Day. Ball lobbed up to Day on the left side. Baseline to Eddington. Eddington, free throw line to Mashing. Mashing down to the paint, goes up, and the ball stripped by Smith, and that was very close to being her third foul. It'll stay with the Donettes with 2:24 to go in the half. Down 32-16. Lexi Day to throw it in. Comes in the corner to Dutton, and Dutton traveled with it. Well, these kids, boys and girls, have a hard time making that fake. And they fake the shot and going to put it on the floor without traveling. Boy, that gets called a lot of times. Smith dribbles in, the ball knocked out of bounds, and she touched it last. And I don't know if that was Dutton or Day that knocked that away. Jalen Dutton, boy, just gets her hands on a lot of balls. Bailey Carson coming in. Maddie Eddington checks out. She done a nice job when she was in there. Neelyville stays in that press. The Donettes, I don't want to speak too soon, but they've been doing a little better job of mashing. Lobs it over to Dutton. Down low, and that's the third foul on Smith. I think Smith thought Dutton was going to shoot that, and she was blocking out. And the pass come in to her man, that was Emily Ettier, and that's her third foul. And Mackenzie Davis is going to check back in for her. But in the meantime, Emily Ettier will shoot a couple of free throws. And she makes the first one. She's got 9 points now. And Olivia Cruz comes back in for Lexi Day. This is the closest the Donettes have been since the first time they were 15 points behind. Next one is up and no good. Ball tipped around, and Bailey Carson's going to get the offensive rebound. Out to Olivia Cruz, down low mashing. Kicks it out to Ettier. Over on the right side, Olivia Cruz along, and it's good. That's a three-pointer for Olivia Cruz. And it's a 12-point game, 32-20. Minute 45 left in the first half. Donettes have cut it down a little bit. They cut it to 16, and then Neelyville run it right back up to 20. They're going to try to get Worley open here, I'm sure now. Magruder over on the right side. Pass out front to Lou. Now to Worley on the left wing. Worley hit backdoor pass, Lou's wide open, and she lays it in. Donettes went to sleep for just a second. And that's Lexi Lou's first bucket, 34-20. Mashing, double team. Worley knocks it away, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Timberly Mashing. So about the time the Donettes start making a little run to cut into it, and Neelyville starts back the other way. They build it back to 14, and they've got the ball with 1:10 left in the first half. Magruder gives it to Worley at the head of the key. Dribbles to the right side, and a wild shot. Dutton tried to draw the charge, and I think there might have been a little shoulder lowered there, but the shot was off, and another steal. And Worley, Dutton trying to catch up with her, and Worley's going to lay it in. And just like I said, as soon as the Donettes make a run, Neelyville widens it back out. Pass to Ettier. Down low, nice catch by Carson, and she lays it in. That ball was tipped, and that made it harder to catch. 36-22. Neelyville has it with 25 seconds left. Lou at the free throw line. Throws it back out between the circles to Worley. Mashing, trying to stay up with Gentry Worley. Right side to Reinbott. Left side, Lou going to shoot another three, and this one's good. That one just about brought rain. She has shot, that was her fourth attempt, and that's the first one she's even come close with. And a shot up, no good by Cruz. And that is going to be the buzzer. And our halftime score is Neelyville 39 and the Donettes 22. The Donettes actually outscored them that quarter 20-16, but they were so far behind, down by 21 at the end of the first quarter. And they're down by 17, 39-22. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back to give you the halftime scoring.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the Missouri way of life. We're for worrying less about the what-ifs and more about the why-nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. For starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for building a life in Missouri and then going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you've built is protected, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
The phone booth is your one stop for all your cell phone needs. The phone booth now offers Total Wireless, where you can get unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigs of data for only $35 a month. Need to add more phones to your account? Not a problem. Family plans are also available. You can manage your account in person or online at tpbooth.com. Come see the phone booth next to Subway in Doniphan for all your cell phone needs.
Hometown Pharmacy on LaRue Street in Doniphan, your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists are now providing vaccinations for flu, pneumonia, and shingles in the pharmacy. Flu shots are covered by Medicare with no co-payment and no appointment is necessary. Hometown Pharmacy now offers a wide variety of vitamins and supplements from Now Foods that help support and promote optimal health through good nutrition. Refills can be requested online or by using our mobile app. We now offer delivery of your prescription if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy. Come by or give us a call and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Hometown Pharmacy, proudly supporting the Dons and Donettes this season. Come experience the difference a Hometown Pharmacy makes.
Welcome back, everybody. Keith Bowman back at the Bill Elwright Gymnasium. It is halftime, and if not for a really bad start in the first quarter, the Donettes would be right there with the Neelyville Lady Tigers, but they trail at 39-22 at halftime, and they actually outscored Neelyville in that quarter 20-16, but they were down 23-2 starting the second quarter. Neelyville already with a couple of players in double figures. Gentry Worley, their all-stater, has 14 points. Reagan Tudor, the big girl in the middle, has got 10. 6 points for Tori Harlow. That was 2 3-pointers. Lexi Lou hit a 3-pointer there just in the last minute and finished with 5 points in the first half. And Mackenzie Davis off the bench with 4. And they were 6 of 7 from the free throw line. They have Nicole Smith, one of their starting big girls, with 3 fouls, and then 2 fouls apiece for Reagan Tudor, Bailey Magruder, and Gentry Worley. Over on the Donettes side, another good half for Emily Etter. The last couple games she's had this week, she's had 17 and 16 in the 2 games. She's got 9 at halftime, so she does the same thing here in the second half. She'll have about the same kind of scoring night as she's had the last couple of nights. But she's got 9. Bailey Carson come off the bench, scored 4. Maddie Eddington come off the bench and scored 4. Olivia Cruz hit the only 3-pointer for the Donettes in the first half. She's got 3, and Timberly Mashin has 2. And the Donettes were 5 of 9 from the free throw line. Lexi Day's the only one with 2 fouls for the Donettes. And they played a half of a JV game before this, and the Donettes were victorious again tonight, 22-15 over the Neelyville Junior Varsity in 2 quarters. We're going to take another 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll tell you what we got coming up tomorrow night and also next week as far as the Dons and the Donettes go. So stay with us. We will return in 2 minutes.
My truck and I work all day long, so the truck has to be tough. But I want my truck loan easygoing, and that's what I get at my credit union. Flexible terms, great rates. My truck loan works for me, just like my truck.
Ozark Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA, now serving 6 counties. Online at ozarkfcu.com.
If you're shopping for a new car, truck, or SUV, you need to make a stop at Countryside Chevrolet on Highway 160 in Doniphan. Countryside has one of the largest Chevrolet selections in the area, plus plenty of pre-owned vehicles that go through a 117-point inspection before they're warranted for 12 months or 12,000 miles. The goal at Countryside is to provide you the best deal on your next car, truck, or SUV. See them online at countrysidechevrolet.com or call 1-800-63-CHEVY. Chevrolet, an American revolution.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value Hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
You've heard it all before. We're number one. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
Welcome back, everybody. 39-22 is our halftime score. The Donettes trail the Neelyville Lady Tigers. This game probably, most likely, unless something strange happens, is going to decide who gets the number one seed in the OFC tournament. Right now, Neelyville's got a leg up on that, up 17 at halftime, 39-22. Tomorrow night, we'll be back here at Bill L. Wright one more time for the boys. And that's it this season. This will be the last home game for the Dons tomorrow night. They are playing down at Naylor tonight. Hopefully they'll get a win. I believe if they win tonight, that'll run their record to 11-7. And they will also be 1, 2, 3. I believe that'll put them 3-1 in the conference. Of course, they lost to Twin Rivers, but Twin Rivers turned around and got beat by Greenville last week. So, and Dons beat Greenville, so the seedings is up in the air for the boys on the boys' side for that number one seed. But anyway, they'll be here tomorrow night. And we'll be back here on YouTube, and they'll be playing the Alton Comets. It'll be senior night, also homecoming. And I assume that Current River Broadcasting will have all the festivities for you between games tomorrow night. But they're going to be playing the Alton Comets in the last home game of the season for the boys. The girls got a couple coming up later on, and they will have, I assume they'll have their girls' senior night later on. Now, as far as next week goes, we're going to be back on, let's see, the 22nd. We're going to be up at Piedmont. We'll have two games that night starting at 5 o'clock, and we'll be on KYEC 88.3 FM, bringing the Donettes and the Clearwater Lady Tigers. Later on that night, we'll be back to bringing the Dons and the Clearwater boys. And then on Thursday, the 24th, next Thursday, the Donettes will travel to Twin Rivers to play the Lady Royals, and that will be the last conference game. Both those games next week are conference games. Right now, the Donettes sit at 3-0 in the conference. If they can't come back here, they'll be 3-1, but they got a chance to go 5-1 in the conference this year. Going to Twin Rivers is always tough, but Twin Rivers is down a lot this year compared to what they've been in the past. But they always play Doniphan tough, and it seems like on their home floor they always play better there too. So, and then on Friday night next week, the Dons go to Malden. And we'll be down there that game also. All those games next week will be on KYEC 88.3 FM. Going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back to get the second half underway. The Donettes down 39-22 to the Neelyville Lady Tigers.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for road trips. We're for covering as much ground as possible on 2, 4, or 18 wheels. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, pickup trucks, and dump trucks. We're for displaying Missouri plates like medals of pride. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck behind a tractor on a 2-lane highway. And if you're a Missouri driver, we have an auto policy for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
The phone booth is your one stop for all your cell phone needs. The phone booth now offers Total Wireless, where you can get unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigs of data for only $35 a month. Need to add more phones to your account? Not a problem. Family plans are also available. You can manage your account in person or online at tpbooth.com. Come see the phone booth next to Subway in Doniphan for all your cell phone needs.
All right, Donettes down by 17. They're going to have the first possession. They send out the starters, Day, Cruz, Mashing, Edier, and Jones. Neelyville sends out Harlow, Rainbot, Lou, Tudor, and Worley. Lexi Day, left wing, gives it out front to Olivia Cruz. Back in the corner to Jones. Fakes the three, now shoots from 15. Nice move, shoots an air ball though. Olivia Cruz gets the rebound, takes it under Edier. She missed it. And put it up again and scores. Well, Emily is really starting to play well. Up ahead, Tudor on the right wing. They back off her a little bit, bounces to Reinbott in the corner. Now to Harlow, back to Reinbott. Out front, Lexi Liu dribbles to the left side, gets a screen from Worley, hands it to Worley on the left wing. Worley dribbles into the free throw line, gives it to Reinbott. Now to Liu. Liu dribbles into the paint. Ball knocked away, stolen by Lexi Day. And then she dribbles it off her foot, but nice hustle by Edier to go to the floor with Liu. And it will be Neelyville's basketball. But the Donettes got a turnover and then turned it right back over to them. I think Lexi Day dribbled up, off her own foot. It might have been off of one of the Neelyville players. But she really had nowhere to go. One of those, I'd just soon she'd slow it down. Lexi Liu dribbles in, kicks it back out front. Reinbott dribbles in. Worley, long three-pointer from the right side, no good. But Reinbott's going to get the rebound. She was double-teamed in the corner, and they're going to call a foul on Edier or Mashing. It's going to be Edier. That's number 2 on Emily. 15-point lead, 39-24. Donettes got the first bucket here in the third quarter. And great board work by Emily Edier. Worley into the paint, throws up a shot, no good. Cruz with the rebound. Pass up ahead, Mashing. Mashing cuts back into the center of the floor, lobs it to Edier. Her shot blocked by Liu, And her pass out to Harlow is knocked out of bounds. And again, good hustle by Emily Edier. She tried to hit it off of Harlow's foot, but just a little late getting there. And it'll belong to Neelyville. We played a minute and 25 seconds in this third quarter. The Donettes trail by 15. Reinbott gets a screen, bounces it to Harlow. Harlow back out front. Worley. Worley calling for a screen, gets it from Tudor. Down into the paint, throws it down low. And Liu has to dribble back out, and then she goes back in, and they're going to call a travel down on the baseline. Good defense by the Donettes. As they had her double team, she tried to split it, and when she did, she drug the pivot foot. Neelyville back to the press. That second quarter, the Donettes didn't have much trouble with the press. Hopefully they'll be able to get away with it here. Addie Jones on the baseline. Out front to Day. Day dribbles down into the paint, and the ball's going to be, I think she tried to throw it off of one of the Neelyville players, probably Tudor. And Day comes up a little lame. She's trying to walk it off. It'll be Doniphan's basketball underneath her own basket. Official asks her if she's all right, and she says, "Get away from me. I want to keep playing." Inbounds pass to Cruz. Baseline jumper up and good. It's a 2. Right on the line for Olivia Cruz. And it's 39-26, 13-point lead. Donettes have cut it down again. Every time they've done that, Neelyville's went on a little run to get it right back up there, and we'll see if the Donettes can keep them from doing that this time. Tudor comes to set a screen for Worley. Worley at the free throw line, back out to Harlow. Donettes doing a good job. And that was an illegal screen on Worley, and they didn't call it. Liu, crossover dribble, goes in, and she travels again. They're going to call it, though. They're going to set one out of bounds. They didn't call the travel. And she lost the ball, and I think it would have been out off of her if she'd let it went, but Olivia Cruz tried to save it. And Jalen Dutton's going to come in for Lexi Day. She's still hurting a little bit from that fall she took at the other end. So Neelyville will retain possession. Harlow inbounds to Reinbott on the baseline. Out front, Worley fakes the 3, down into the paint, throws it up, and it's good. But she's done that about 3. That's about the 3rd or 4th time that she has split that double team. She fakes the pass out to the corner, but she's not going to pass it. She's going to shoot it. Cruz into the front court. Gets it back out to Mashing. 41-26. 5:05 left in the third quarter. Mashing has to get help. Cruz comes out and helps her. Now she dribbles back to the center of the floor. Back on the left wing, Addie Jones. Jones dribbles down. Cross-court pass to Cruz. Fakes the shot. Now backs it out behind the three-point line. Cross-court to Jones. Jones dribbles in, free throw to Mashing. Mashing's going to go down, up and under, lays it up and in with the left hand. The Donettes were patient that time, but boy, you take that first quarter away in this game, you're talking about a different kind of game here. But the Donettes still have time. They're only down 13 if they can keep getting stops. Lou on the left wing. Neelyville doing a lot of screening. Reinbach down into the paint. Her little runner's up, and it's no good. And Mashing with the rebound. Brings it into the front court. Worley comes up from behind her and foul on Worley. And that is number 3, I believe, on Gentry Worley. It is. I think she was a little bit peeved at the other end. Donettes are making it hard on her. Even though she has 16 points, they've still made it hard on her. Lob down low, Ettier wide, oh, she missed it. She was wide open, and I don't think she knew she was that open. Back at the other end, Harlow fakes the three-pointer, dribbles to the baseline, back to the wing to Lou. Lou's gonna take it back out front. Addie Jones knocks it away, but Lou gets it back. Dribbles down into the paint, and we're gonna have a foul on Ettier, and that's gonna be 3. That's a big foul there on Emily Ettier. On the floor, that is team foul number 2 on the Donettes, and Ettier's gonna have to check out. Oh man, she missed a good, easy one there a while ago. I just think she didn't realize she was gonna be that wide open. Neelyville inbounds it. Reinbach dribbles in, shot up, no good. Good defense again. And Addie Jones gets it. Ugh, boy, that little lob pass. Cruz into the front court. Dribbles down, gives it to Dutton, and Dutton traveled. Well, they called it. I'm not sure she did. It looked like that's one of them that might have faked the official out. Magruder's coming in for Reinbach. And we are still at 41-28. Donettes have scored 6 and Neelyville 2 this quarter. And Neelyville's only scored 2 points in almost 5 minutes. Lou, a long 3, and it's good. They seem to be able to do that whenever little run comes at them. They start going back the other way. They'll hit a couple of shots and get it back up there. Mashing dribbles to the wing. Cross-court pass to Addie Jones. Fakes the shot, dribbles baseline. Pass in the middle, knocked away, but she runs it down in the corner. Back out to Olivia Cruz. They're going to reset, and that's a good job by the Donettes not to get in a big hurry. Still a lot of time left in the game here. Addie Jones is open, three-pointer, no good. And she knocks it right to Carson. Carson goes up, no good. And the ball loose on the floor, and Harlow's going to steal it and get it to Magruder. Magruder feathers out to the side, and that was good defense by Olivia Cruz because she was getting ready to go shoot a layup. Worley in the right corner. Back on the wing, Magruder, three-pointer short, and it goes out of bounds off of Lexi Lou. And Ettier and Day are coming back in. And Dutton and Olivia Cruz, who's sucking air right now. Their girls are playing hard. Pass in the middle of the floor to Ettier. Ettier, don't throw it back court. There you go. Over to Mashing. Neelyville trying to trap. Mashing down into the paint. Out in the corner. Carson open for 15. No good. Ball loose. Carson gets it back. Puts it up no good, but she's fouled. And that's going to be the 4th one on Tudor, I believe. Yep. That's Reagan Tudor. Excuse me, 3rd one. I'm sorry. I was thinking she had 3 in the first half. So Bailey Carson will shoot 2. Carson has 4 points. And, rims out. Mackenzie Davis back in the game for Neelyville. Tudor will go to the bench for 3 fouls. Bailey Carson, 5'9" freshman. Second free throw is up, and that one's good. Neelyville leads by 14, 43-29. 2:05 left in the 3rd quarter. Lexi Lou dribbles over to the left side, throws it back on the right side to Magruder. In the paint to Davis, back out to Lou, steps into a three-pointer, and it's good. Well, I tell you what, the way she shot those early in the game, I wouldn't have thought she'd have made one to save her life. Now she's made the last 3 she shot. And the lead's back to 17. And she's been wide open on those. Well, she was wide open on the one she missed, too. Mashing dribbles into the paint, her little runner up, and it won't go. And Lexi Lou rebounds for the Lady Tigers. Quickly up into the front court. Throws it down on the baseline, Davis. Davis lobs it back out front, Worley. She sets for a three-pointer, and it's good. And just like I said, as soon as the Donettes cut it down to 12, it is back to 20. A two-pointer and 2 3-pointers, and bam, it's back to 20 points just like that. Donettes got to not get in a hurry just because they went back up by 20 again. Lob down low to Edier. Turns, shoots, no good. And Ashing with a rebound, put it up, no good. Man, well, they're letting them play a little bit underneath the basket on both ends. The ball hit the cable up above, so it'll be Neelyville's ball. Eddington and Cruz back in. Carson and Edier will go out. Donettes going to set back up in the press. Inbounds pass comes into Magruder. Up to Harlow. Back to Magruder. In the middle of the floor to Worley. Ball batted away. Worley's going to get it. Now they got numbers. Underneath, wide open Davis and lays it in. Well, you can't make a mistake on them. You can't miss when you got a chance to get a steal. If you tip it, you got to get it, or they're going to make you pay. Cruz in a bad spot. Bounces it down to Eddington. Eddington has to go to the floor. And we got a tie ball between Eddington and Davis. And the arrow favors the Donettes, but that's a wasted possession arrow there. You can't dribble across that half line and stop as soon as you get there. You're better off to stop before you get to the half line. So the Donettes had it down to 12 points, and Neelyville scored 10 in a row. Addie Jones tries to bounce it down low, and it's stolen away. Looking right where you're throwing the pass and telegraphing that pass, they'll get it every time. And Davis loses her footing over there on the side. Mashing's going to come out with it. Now the Donettes got numbers. Mashing, her pass batted away. Worley with a good defensive play. She's got 3 people on the back court, so she throws it up, and it's knocked away and stolen back. Cruz has got it. He's double teamed, and they're going to call a foul. That's going to be on Magruder. Well, they didn't have to do that. Neelyville just got a little anxious there. Coach Epps is going to have to call a timeout, I think, to keep from losing the possession. Inbounds to Mashing, shot at the buzzer, no good. So after the Donettes cut it down to a 12-point game, Neelyville scored 10 in a row to finish off the quarter. And it's 51-29 as we go to the fourth in favor of the Neelyville Lady Tigers. We'll be back in 1 minute. Don't go away.
Hometown Pharmacy on LaRue Street in Doniphan, your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists are now providing vaccinations for flu, pneumonia, and shingles in the pharmacy. Flu shots are covered by Medicare with no co-payment and no appointment is necessary. Hometown Pharmacy now offers a wide variety of vitamins and supplements from Now Foods that help support and promote optimal health through good nutrition. Refills can be requested online or by using our mobile app. We now offer delivery of your prescription if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy. Come by or give us a call and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Hometown Pharmacy, proudly supporting the Dons and Donettes this season. Come experience the difference a Hometown Pharmacy makes.
Well, we've got 8 minutes of basketball left, and Neelyville, towards the end of the quarter there, widen the lead back out to 22, 51-29. It's going to be Neelyville's ball. They have Smith, Lou, Tudor, Reinbott, and Magruder out there. And really surprised Worley's off the floor. And Reinbott handling against Lexi Day. Gives it to Smith. Smith dribbles over and going to have a foul called on Timberly Mashing as she ran over Reinbott trying to get through a screen. That is team foul number 3 on the Donettes. Neelyville also with 3. Magruder inbounds it to Smith. Smith puts it on the floor, looking inside, gets it to Tudor at the elbow. Dribbles down, goes up, and the shot blocked by Edier, and she went straight up again. And the Donettes come out with the ball. Mashing will give it back to Day. We've played 30 seconds in this fourth quarter. And Day almost throws it away as Cruz started to go down towards the basket, but she did come away with it. Gives it to Dutton on the left wing. Dutton dribbles in, bounces down low. Eddier's wide open, turns, scores, and then she is fouled. And a good look by Jalen Dutton, just penetrating that zone a little bit. And she found Eddier wide open. And Eddier now has 13, and she'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. And that foul was on Lexi Lou, her second. And the free throw rims out. And Tudor rebounds it for Neelyville. They'll bring it into the front court. Lexi Lou crossover dribble. Down into the paint. She lost it on the way up, but she comes back out with it. Now it's loose again, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Donettes' ball. Great hustle by the Donettes. Down 20 points with 7 minutes to go, and they're still playing hard, and that is what got them back somewhat into the game in that second and third quarter. But boy, the first quarters, except for last night, the first quarter against Alton killed them with the turnovers and the missed easy shots. And it happened again tonight as they got way behind, and a forced pass by Mashing's intercepted. Magruder will slow it up. Now she gets it up ahead. Lou, that high arcing three-pointer's no good. Long rebound all the way out to the free throw line to Magruder. And Dutton almost stole it, and she caused the turnover. And Magruder dribbled it off her foot. And nice hustle by Jalen Dutton. Dutton inbounds it to Cruz up in the front court. Dribbles down to the wing. Throws it across court to Dutton at the free throw line. She's wide open. She shoots and scores. About a 15-footer for Dutton. 51-33. Neelyville throws it away again. Lexi Day. Out front to Mashing. Mashing dribbles to the baseline. Cross court. In the lane. Eddier. Down to Eddier. And she goes up and she's fouled. The shot went in, but they called it before. And it'll be on the floor on Reagan Tudor. And now she does have 4 now. Now Worley and Harlow are coming back in. 51-33. Donettes doing a pretty good job of finding Emily Eddier down low. Day throws it out front to Dutton. Right elbow to Mashing. Back to Dutton. Dutton dribbles to the free throw line and throws it away. She overshot Day in the corner. And I think Coach Epps is taking Day out because she didn't even jump for that ball. It was high, but I think she might have been able to get a hand on it, at least knock it down, maybe keep it from going out of bounds. Just kind of hung her head when she seen how high it was. Lou stopped right before she gets across the half line. Dutton's going to steal it. Now it's loose on the floor. It goes out of bounds. Oh, and the referee almost goes through the scores table. And it is going to be... He didn't see who it went out on, so he's asking the other official. So they're going to give it. I don't know if I don't know if they're using the possession arrow or not, but they're going to give it to Neelyville. I couldn't tell who it went out on. So Smith at the free throw line, back out to Harlow, long three-pointer, short, and she didn't get blocked out. Dutton run past her. She got her own rebound. Back to Worley. Down low to Smith. Smith up and under, and she scores. That's Nicole Smith's first bucket of the game. 53-33. Dutton's going to dribble around Harlow. Dribbles all the way down. Tries a bounce pass. The ball kicked by Smith. So the Donettes left inbound. Addie Jones coming back in. And she will replace Olivia Cruz. Kimberly Mashing will throw it in. Throws it in the corner to Maddie Eddington. Back to Mashing. She's double teamed. Throws it out front to Dutton. Dutton around the defense. Out to Addie Jones on the baseline. Bounces down low to Eddier. Turns, shoots, and it won't go. And Worley with the rebound. 53-33. We're down to 5:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Worley gives it to Lexi Lou. Over to Harlow. Harlow dribbles one time, back to Lou. Dribbles to the baseline, all the way under, goes up with it, and it's good. That's 13 points for Lou now. 55-33. Dutton splits a double team, goes down, lobs it underneath to Eddington, and the ball's taken away by Worley. And then we're going to have a foul on Eddington trying to get it back. That will be the 4th team foul on the Donettes. Lexi Day back in the ball game. And she will replace Eddington. Bailey Carson coming back in as well. And she's going to replace Emily Ettier. Ettier's got 13 points to lead the Donettes. Worley's got 19 and Lou 13. And Tudor has 10. We got a foul in the back court on Addie Jones. That puts the team fouls at 5 for the Donettes. Neelyville has 6. Inbounds pass comes to Worley. Gets around to defense. Jones knocked it away temporarily, but Worley gets it back and lays it in. She gets down around the basket. She's just going to score. She is too strong for the Donettes to stop her. Day lobs it to Mashing. Mashing going to cut into the lane, kick it back out to Day. She's open for a three-pointer. No good. Long rebound to Dutton. Dutton's going to go down, put it up and in. Galen Dutton seems to be in the right place at the right time a lot of times. Ron Bott into the front court, and Dutton comes back away from behind and knocks it out of bounds. She had no place to go when she hit the ball, so Harlow back out of the game, Magruder back in, and also Davis coming in for Smith. 57-35, 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Magruder to inbound it. And my goodness, how long is it? Golly, that was a long 5 seconds. Jeez, I don't even think he was counting. Worley with a long three, it rims out. And Lexi Day had it taken away by Magruder, and she lays it in. That's Magruder's first basket. Day had that one, but she didn't have those fingernails stuck in it. Pass up ahead to Carson on the baseline. Back to Day. Donettes down by 24. Ball in the paint to Mashing. She's going to go in and put it up, no good. And here comes Worley again. They better cut her off. She's going to take it all the way, and she lays it up and in. There's just no way of stopping her. Unless you get in front of her and can get a charge, you're not going to keep her from scoring. Mashing down into the paint. Lobs it down low to Carson, and it's going to be stolen by Lou. And the Donettes starting to throw it away now. Now Neelyville's going to try to run it up here, the score now. They don't like the games being this close. And a pass underneath. It's too far out in front of Magruder. It goes out of bounds. Donettes bring Eddington, Ettier, and Cruz back in. Carson, Day, and Dutton will check out. Now, Neelyville doesn't like playing these close games. They like, especially in the conference. They've been so much better than everybody else for so long. Get a close game, it's very, very rare. And they get a chance now. They'll probably run that score out there as much as they can. Three-pointer missed by Addie Jones. And Addie has not scored a point tonight. She hadn't attempted very many shots, and she's about the best three-point shooter the Donettes have. Magruder's going to fire up a three, no good. And Addie Jones is going to get the rebound out on the baseline. Down to 2.5 minutes to go. Mashing double-teamed in the back court. And they're going to knock it away from her. But Coach Epps called a timeout. And with 2:29 to go in the ball game, we'll just keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout. So if you take, the Donettes are down by 26 points. If you take away the first quarter, which I know you can't do that, but my point is, if you take away the first quarter, this would be like a 5-point game. And the Donettes have had trouble in the first quarters of all 3 games this week and a lot this year. And I don't know what that problem is. I don't know if it's they're just not ready to play when they get out on the court. They do plenty of warm-ups, but the first quarters have killed them. And if you take away the first quarter now, I'm not saying that things might have went different if it had been a closer game, but just point-wise, what we got right now, this would be about a 5-point game if the Donettes had played even with them the rest of the game like they did the second and the third and part of the fourth quarter. It's going to be Donettes ball. Well, they're going to lose this game, but I'll tell you what, the effort has definitely been there. Mashing, picks it up, gives it to Cruz. Cruz, left wing to Addie Jones. Jones, pass deflected, but Eddier's right there to get it and shoot it from the free throw line. It's no good. Ball tipped around, and Eddier's going to take it away from Magruder. The Donettes are going to get another possession. Out in the corner, Addie Jones, another three-pointer. This one rims out. And a foul on mashing on the back, over the back. And that will be, I guess a while ago they had the fouls wrong because they've got Neelyville for 5 now. Alexis Mandry's coming in for the Donettes and Kaylee Davis. Eddier and Mashing will check out with 2:02 to go. And a long pass, Maddie Eddington almost stole it, but she missed time to jump, and Davis gets it and lays it in. But that should never happen. You can't let them get behind you like that. I don't know who's supposed to be playing back on the press, but Kaylee Davis dribbles to the baseline, throws it in the middle to Mandry. Mandry's going to dribble back out to Eddington at the head of the key, throws it up, and it's a good three-pointer. Kind of got a lucky bounce there off the glass. Now Cruz steals it, heads the other way on Worley, goes in, and Worley blocks it out of bounds. And with a minute and a half to go, Harlow's coming back in for Lexi Lou. Maddie Eddington to throw it in. Throws it out front. Addie Jones. She's picked up, gives it to Cruz on the left wing. Cruz in the lane to Eddington. Turn around, shot no good. And Cruz saves it in, but Harlow's going to get it. Harlow going down the left side. Double team, throws it back out front. Cruz comes from behind and steals it. Then she is fouled by Magruder. That's a 4th one on Magruder. And both teams have 16 fouls, so if we have any more fouls in the last 1:14, we will shoot free throws. We've only had, Neelyville's not shot any free throws this half, and the Donettes have shot 3. Cruz gives it to Eddington. In the corner, Jones fakes the three-pointer, hands it to Davis. Davis turns and the ball knocked away from behind, and Neelyville comes out with it. 1 minute to go. So Neelyville's going to go to going to stay undefeated in the conference, and Donettes are going to fall to 3-1, but they've got a good chance of winning those last 2 games they've got and getting that number 2 seed. And Neelyville turns it over, a bad pass by Worley, which hadn't happened too often many times tonight. 46 seconds to go. It's 63-38. Eddington pounded by Reinbach. Throws it to Mandry over her head. Worley's got it. Going down, and she's going to go in on the left side. Lays it up, and we got a foul. Jones wasn't going to let her score that basket. And this will be their first free throws of this half. Worley with 23 points. 31.9 ticks left on the clock. And her free throw rims out. Dutton coming in for Olivia Cruz. Worley hits the second one. And as soon as the game's over, we'll wrap up the scoring and we'll get out of here. Remember to be back tomorrow night for the Dons and the Alton Comets, and homecoming and senior night for the boys. Addie Jones gives it out front. Dutton swings it left side to Eddington. Eddington goes down, up and under, and we're going to be fouled by Worley. And that's the 4th foul on Worley. It's going to be a little too late. And I think they'll call that on the shot. We'll see. Maddie Eddington with 7 points tonight. And they're resting, so they are going to give her 2. She misses the first one. Lexi Lou's going to come in for Worley. Worley's going to finish with 24 points. Eddington's second one is good. And with 12.7 seconds to go, Neelyville up by 25. And Lou will bring it into the front court. And she's going to take it down. Thought they might just dribble it out. Out front to Magruder. And they are going to dribble it out. Now our final score, maybe. Neelyville 64 and the Donettes 39. 64-39 is our final score. Neelyville scoring this way. Harlow 6 points, 24 for Worley. Magruder 2, Tudor 10, 2 for Smith. Lou had 13 and 8 for Mackenzie Davis. For the Donettes, 4 points for Jalen Dutton. Timberly Mashing had 4. 5 for Olivia Cruz. 8 for Maddie Eddington. 13 points for Emily Edier and 5 for Bailey Carson. So the Donettes fall to 3-1 in the conference, 12-6 on the season. They'll be back in action at Clearwater on 5 o'clock on KYEC 88.3 FM on Tuesday night. But remember to join us back here tomorrow night for the Dons and the Alton Comets in the Dons' final home game of the season. This is Keith Bowman. Good night, everybody.